Let's squeeze a little fruit for Anita. What is going on, my most ornamental of oranges? I sure do love you. Mwah. Boop. Welcome to Cheryl Chronicles. This is chapter 9. I'm going to read out a letter to the editor that Cheryl wrote in 1977. Florence Henderson, Johnny Carson, and other television personalities miss the point when they label Anita Bryant a persecuting bigot because of her Dade County crusade. Okay, so this is just little context for you. In 1977, there was this lady named Anita Bryant. She was down in Florida. She used to be a singer, and then she turned into a big old CUNT. And she started this whole Save Our Children campaign in 1977, and it was in opposition to some legislation that was passed that says, hey, you know what? You can't discriminate against the gays in housing and employment and public spaces and all that good stuff, right? Okay. And comedians like Johnny Carson and a bunch of other entertainers completely made fun of her. In fact, there was this whole big gay reactionary counter movement that happened, and she was actually the spokesperson for Florida Orange Juice, and they got her ousted for that job. And then the phrase "squeeze the fruit for Anita" came up, and there was even a song written with that same title. I do not believe Anita rejects homosexuals, but rather their homosexuality. This is just hate the sin, love the sinner. Their stupid messaging just never changes. When people become willing to accept a concept of homosexuality, which involves defining it as an inborn thing which can never be changed, then and only then will our churches and our society be willing to abandon its right to protect its children from having those ideas persuasively presented to children through homosexual role models who flaunt their homosexuality. Oh my God. It never changes. It never changes. The hateful rhetoric never changes. One man who lived and exemplified human perfection possessed feminine qualities in abundance. Did he not possess qualities of patience, tolerance, and nonviolence? Was he also not a peacemaker and a comforter to children, the sick, and the troubled? At the same time, Jesus also possessed the so-called masculine qualities of leadership, courage, strength, and wisdom. If Jesus was a whole and complete, perfect individual, are we not condemning ourselves to a life as half people by forcing strict conformity to sexual stereotypes? You can kind of tell that she's sort of conflating being a homosexual with this idea of not conforming to gender stereotypes, right? It's almost like she's thinking about transgenderism and homosexuality as being absolutely the same instead of just under one umbrella. But I love this yet again. Cheryl and I agree. I think that if we can learn to judge human behavior on its own merits, rather than on whether or not it conforms to a particular sexual stereotype of appropriate behavior, we will have gone a long way towards eliminating homosexuality and advancing a great distance as a people. Cheryl! Oh my God, Cheryl. Okay, see, she almost had me right in her corner, and she's almost getting it, and then Satan stepped in and took over the writing. It's Trans Awareness Week. Trans folks, I love you. I love you. You are necessary. You are needed on this planet. You are perfect and special in ways that the rest of us aren't, and we need you. We need all the things. We need all the pieces of the puzzle, and you fit great. Yeah, I love you. Keep being yourselves and keep standing up for your rights, and I'm going to do the same. That's that. I love you. Hope you have yourself a good weekend, and I'm going to talk to you real soon, okay? Bye!